Yeah, I'm definitely proud of what we've achieved this year. Where the industry's at, the finances of trying to run a team has been exceptionally difficult, exceptionally stressful. So to manage all those challenges pretty effectively and to have set up, what looks to be a strong future for the team is, yeah, absolutely something I'm exceptionally proud of.
If I'm totally honest, we were kind of done racing. Joe was the squeaky wheel that had a vision. Super excited that he came to us with what he believed was a strong kind of culture and a rider-first program, and he's delivered on that in spades.
It was awkward. Like,
We are a team that hasn't had like huge amounts of money and backing as such, but one thing we do have is this thing called creativity that we're able to make with how we work with brands, and the financial creativity with how we spend the money is huge, and something that's really driven us through the season.
I knew that this wasn't going to be a short-term thing. I knew that whatever was going to happen, however it was going to happen, it was going to progress into what it is now and what it is going to be in 5 years' time. I guarantee you in 5 years' time, it's going to look very different.
Oh, mate!
There's been many moments where I've had to question, fuck, is this actually going to make it to the end of the year? Pretty much every week I've gone back between races over the last 2 years. If I don't do my job exceptionally well and better than I know how to, then we won't be showing up at the races at the end of the year, because there will be nothing for us to be here. That pressure is ginormous, and that is something that I would never want to go through again, and I'm sure I'm going to go through again. But this time I'll have experience and I'll have more knowledge of how to manage these situations and how to find ways to navigate through it.
Seeing Joe have such a great season and be so consistent and be up there with the top men in the world, whilst also putting so much into making this team run, is super impressive. When I see Joe upset with his results, it's easy for me to look at the big picture and see how well he's done.
it was such a special thing to finally be able to give to the team, if you can say that. It was really nice to be you guys have been here through the shittiest of shit times, and now we made this happen. Even though I'm on the podium standing there alone, the whole team really felt like we were there together.
For Andorra, it was like we completed it, It was like, we're here, finally we've stamped ourselves a place on the downhill mountain bike World Series map, and that meant everything to me.
I used to be bold, lived off rhythm and road. I burnt every bridge, swindled and stole.
So we're a team that can now operate, and I think where we came from, where we had nothing except for this concept that Joe had sort of shown us on his slide deck, and now we're way past concept. We've evidenced that we can do this, and I think now that gives us a great place to go and build from.
Drowning in the sins that I've sown. The devil within me convinced me to roam where the hill country ends and skies turn empty. No God can defend me from the evil I have known. I try to pretend